Hi Mini One Jazzers. We're here to take class today with my assistant Audrey. We're going to start with our warm-up, going around the world with 5 jumping jacks on every corner of the room. Just follow along, and then we'll move to the floor for our straddle stretches on the floor. All right, let's get started. Starting with 5 jumping jacks. 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn to the right. Last set. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, dancers. Let's go to the floor. A nice straddle. Arms in a nice stretch, second position. We want to make sure that we're really stretching up through our spine and stretching all the way through our hands. Laser beam toes all the way through the ankles. Take a big breath and stretch to the right. Stretching through those ankles nice and long. Feel those laser beam toes. Nice. And back to the starting position. Take a nice big breath up towards that left side, stretching through those ankles, laser beam toes. And you want to make sure that you're paying attention to both toes, even though we're on the left side. You still have that right foot to think about. And back to our starting position. Make sure we're really rotating those hips so we're turning out those legs. Take those arms up to the ceiling. Nice long spines, nice and slow to the floor, all the way down. You want to try to get as far as you can. Remember, everybody's different. And it's okay to work at your level. Making sure we keep our turnout from our hips, lengthening all the way through our toes. Good job. And walk yourself back into your starting position. Let's bring our legs into a pike position. Taking those arms up nice and high and fit. Again, making sure we really stretch to that spine. Make sure you're not looking like this. You want to imagine someone pushing you right up through that spine, keeping those legs nice and long through the ankles and toes. And stretching forward all the way to your toes, all the way down. Stretch forward. There we go. The goal is to grab the bottoms of the heels, but it's okay to just touch the tops of the legs if you can't quite go that far. Making sure we're still stretching through our laser beam toes. Good job. And take those arms back up to the ceiling. This time we're going to flex our toes. And you're going to take your little hands and eat the tops of those toes, keeping your eyeballs straight ahead. Good job. Back to the starting position. Laser beam toes one last time. Take your nose to your knees. All the way down. Let's count to 5. Ready? 1, 2, pull those legs just a little bit more. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Shake out those legs. Let's bring them into our butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall through our spine. Always remember our posture. And taking those arms up high, fit, and reaching all the way to the front as far as you can go. The goal is to try to get those legs as close to the floor as you possibly can, really working your turnout. You're going to feel those muscles really stretching. And take a deep breath and take one last reach forward as you breathe out and try to reach a little further. Good job. And bring those arms back in. Shake out those hips. Give a little twitch of the legs. Good job. And let's hop up to second position. Arms out to second. Take them all the way up to the ceiling and all the way to the floor, keeping those legs nice and long. The goal is to be able to see through your legs all the way to that back wall. Try to grab those ankles and give yourself a tiny little tug. Just a gentle little stretch, keeping those knees nice and long. And down to Grand Plie in second position. Feel those muscles. Now for my Mini 2 Jazzers, we're going to do the runner stretch. Mini 1 Jazzers, please feel free to follow along with us. We're going to turn to the right and do our runner stretch, making sure we're stretching from our tush all the way through the heel, keeping this knee nice and long, pressing that hip flexor to the floor. Take that right arm, reach back and grab that foot. And stretching that leg out. And we're going to sit back into our hips and stretch out that front leg and prepare for our split. You want to make sure that we're keeping that toe nice and long. Go ahead and push out to that right leg split. Keeping those shoulders over those hips nice and long. Good job. Now, if you want a really big challenge, you can take those hands up off the floor to second position and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Shake it out. Let's go back to our grand plie in second position. And we're going to turn to the left into that runner stretch, keeping that back leg nice and long. Reaching back, grab that foot, pressing that hip flexor to the floor. And stretching that leg back out, holding that runner stretch. Make sure you're really squeezing that booty, pressing all the way through the heel. Let's sit back into our foot, stretching out that left leg. Keeping those hips square all the way through our toes, sliding out to that left leg split. Now it's okay to have a favorite leg. I've talked about this before. Usually the leg that's not our favorite is the one we're working the hardest on. Make sure you're really squeezing and lengthening all the way through those toes, shoulders square, and counting to 10. Remember, if you want a challenge, you can take the arms to second, or you can keep them on the floor. Either way is fine. Counting to 10. 1, 2, sit up nice and tall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stretch those toes. 8, 9, and 10. Good job, dancers. Hop up and shake those legs out. Let's go back to our grand plie in second position. This time we're going to challenge ourselves with our arms in second, counting to 10. 1, 2, squeeze those muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take those hands to the floor and stretching those legs one last time. Let's straddle out or slide out into our center split. Remember to keep those legs straight. Don't let them go behind you. And let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch those knees. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, dancers. Hop up. All right, at this time, we're going to go across the floor. We're going to start with our batmas, arms in second position. Quick reminder that we want to really work those tendus as we brush through the floor all the way up, keeping those arms nice and long. Don't look like a chicken. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4, stretch. Good job. Let's try that again. Arms in second position. 6, 7, 8, and 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4, stretch. Good job, dancers. Shake out those legs. For my mini 2 dancers, you can add the variation with the leg hold. So you do step, kick, step, and grab the leg on count 3. Stepping on that right, starting with your right foot, or left foot stepping 1, kick 2, 3, kick 4, 5. Now grab it, hold, hold, hold. And then you repeat on the left, step, kick, step, grab left, hold, hold. All right. Let's move on to our chaîné turns. For my mini oneers, we're going to start with our arms on our shoulders in our nice tendu foot. Remember to lengthen that leg all the way down. Don't just stretch your feet. You want to stretch the whole leg. Remember to stop in your tendu after the first one. So 6, 7, 8. We go step, turn, and hold. Hold that tendu. Make sure you check your position. 6, 7, 8. And step, turn, hold. Tendu. 6, 7, 8. And step, turn, hold. 6, 7. Last one. Step, turn, and hold. Good. Shake it out. Remember, everything we do on the right, we want to do on the left. So starting with our left foot, keeping those hips square, stretching out towards the toes. 6, 7, 8. And step, turn, hold. 6, 7, 8. Step, turn, hold. 6, 7, 8. Step, turn, hold. Now, mini two jazzers, you want to add the variation with the arms. Second, closing first. As we see here, 7, no stopping in between, but we are going a little bit slow. 7, 8, and step, turn, and step, turn, and step, turn. Okay, we come step center for a second. Stand this way, first position. Perfect. Arms in first position into releve. When you do your chaîné turn, I know we talked about this in class, you want to make sure that you're squeezing your bum and pressing all the way down into the floor and keeping our tummy nice and tight so that we're not doing this. Yes? Stretch those spines. Mini oneers, your arms would be on your shoulders, keeping this nice and tight. All right. Let's go back to the other side of the room so we can start with our jazz walks. Hands are going to be glued to your hips. Remembering that your jazz walks are the fun part of class, so really have fun with it. Ready? 6, 7, 8, and walk, 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 walk. Lots of personality. 6, 7, 8, and walk, 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 walk. All right, this time we're going to be adding a little variation with the arms. So you're going to do your jazz walk, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have 4 counts to do whatever you want. I'll let Audrey demonstrate. 6, 7, 8, and walk. 2, 3, 4, and shake, 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 shake. Repeat. 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. I'll have her doing this coming forward so that you can really see. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and shake, 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 shake. Good job. Let's try it again. Remember, any 4 steps you want to do, it's your time. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and have some fun, and good job. All right, let's move on to our chassés. We're going to start in the corner. Hands are going to be on your hips. No leaps. We're just going to chassé. Tendu with that right foot. Remember, I know we have limited space at home, but you want to remember to really travel in those chassés so that you're using your space. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and step together, step together, step together, step together. Good job. Now on the left side, starting with your tendu on that left foot. 5, 6, 7, and step together, step together, step together, step together. Repeating one more time. Now mini two jazz. If you want to try arms in second, chassés, that's a variation. You don't have to. You can keep your arms on your hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, and step together, step together, step together, step together. Good job on that left side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and step together, step together, step together, step together. Lots of traveling and really stretch your feet as you leave the floor. This time we're going to add our jeté, our big leap. Remember that a jeté is just another way of seeing a split in the air. We're going to go slow motion, starting with your chassé tendu on your right foot. Arms are in a nice rounded first. 6, 7, and chassé step, kick, And again, same side. 5, 6, 7, and chasse step. Kick. Make sure you're really using that plie to push you up in the ground. We are going to repeat this on the left. Mini 1 jazz doesn't usually do the left, but Mini 2 does. So feel free to try and always challenge yourself. 6, 7, and chasse step. Push. Make sure you're really stretching that back foot. 5, 6, stretch those legs and chasse step. Push. Wonderful job, dancers. Shake it out. Come center. Okay, we're going to do a quick review of our pirouettes. Remembering our pirouettes are our turns that we do on one leg. I'll have Audrey demonstrate a single pirouette and turn and down. Now, first we're going to just start with finding passe. We're not going to do any turns or any circles, yes? So let's start with our plie, keeping that bum nice and tight and that back nice and straight. And all you're going to do is take your back foot up to passe and hold, keeping that knee nice and straight, keeping that belly nice and tight and those arms nice and rounded. And let's go back down to plie. We are not doing the releve yet, but it's coming, so don't get excited. And up to passe, hold, hold, keeping that foot nice and glued to your knee. Hold and plie. Back to where we started. Now this time, more my Mini 2 jazzers, because we actually turn in that class. Mini 1 jazz is always welcome to try something new. You're going to take that foot to passe and releve and push up. Squeeze out of that booty down into the floor. And up, hold, hold, hold. Back to plie. The longer you can hold that, the more turns you can start working on. One more time. 6, 7, 8. And hold, 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 hold. Back to plie. All right, let's switch over to the left side. So you want to have your left foot in the back in that plie. And all we're doing is passe, no releve, just up to passe and hold, keeping that spine long. Now, even though we're not in releve, we want our tummies nice and tight, 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 tight. And back to plie. And back up to passe. Find that leg. You want this to be nicely touching. Make sure that your foot is not sickled. You want to keep it nice and pointed and straight. Back to plie. All right, this time we're going to releve. 6, 7 on our tippy toe, up, 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 and plie. One more time on our tippy toe. Ready? 5, 6, ready, we go. Releve, hold, hold, and down. Good job, shake it out, guys. Okay, so this time we're gonna actually try turning in a circle. So we're gonna start with our right foot, back to where we started in the back. And remember, I always say, whichever foot comes up to your knee, to passe, is the direction we're going to turn. I always say it's like a little arrow that turns us in a circle. So you want to do just a nice, quick little turn, up, and go, up, and down. And make sure that you're landing with your arms nice and strong, pressing towards the floor. Let's try that right side again. So start with that plie in that right foot. 6, 7, 8, and up and down. Now you want to make sure that you're not dropping your passe too soon, because then it kind of just means you're flopping around in your circle. You want to be up and hold it. Ready? One more time on that right side. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold and down. Awesome job, guys. Shake it out. Let's try this on our left side. And it's okay if we don't have our left side very good. Most people like their right side, but we always want to do both sides and be a well-rounded dancer. Starting with that left foot in the back. This time we're going to turn to the left and up. Here we go. And 7, 8, passe, and down. Let's try it again. Ready? And make sure you're really spotting. I forgot to talk about that. Remember, the last thing that goes around is always that head. You should be spotting. And I know it's really hard if we don't have mirrors, but we don't have mirrors here either. But at the studio, we have mirrors, so you are able to have that staring contest with yourself in the mirror. So maybe after you watch this class, you go into the bathroom and have a staring contest with yourself and practice your spotting. But we'll practice without. So we start with our plie and turn, spot that head down. And you can see Audrey's head, the last thing that goes around is the little snap of her ponytail. Let's try it again. Left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And spot. And down. Good job, you guys. Shake it out. All right, this time we're going to move on to our needles. So we're going to start on the floor. You want to be pressing your right leg down into the floor. And we're going to take our left leg up to the ceiling. Now remember that you have 2 legs, so you want this leg to really press down while we squeeze our booty and stretch this leg up. And it's okay if your leg is only right here. Still squeeze your booty muscles so that you can practice holding those muscles. Let's hold it for 5, 4, tight knees, 3, 2, and back to where you started, to the floor. Now make sure you're not dropping like a hot cake. You want to squeeze your muscles all the way to the floor. Let's try that again. Same leg. Ready? 6, 7, and lift. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down to the floor. Good job, you guys. Let's flip-flop to the other side, because what we do on the right, we always do on the left. 6, 7, leg goes up, hold it. 1, 2, really stretch those legs. 3, 4, and 5. Back to the floor. 5, let's try it again. 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, you guys. Shake it out. Hop up for me. Now, my mini 2 jazzers, you're going to do your starting standing up. So you're going to start in your tendu with your arm up. And you're going to windmill those arms to the floor and go into your needle. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back up to a standing position. Let's try it on the left. So switch over to that left tendu, that left arm. 5, 6, 7, 8. And windmill to the floor. Stretch that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job, dancers. Shake out those legs. All right, moving on to our heel stretches. We're going to start on a bar or a countertop or a chair, whatever you have available at home to help with balance. So we're going to start with our legs in a nice tendu. And we're going to grab the inside of our heel and we're going to stretch it up. Remembering to keep your eyeballs spotting towards the side. Like if you really imagine being in the dance room, we have a wall there with a stereo. Yes? And we're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slowly bring it down. And we'll flip-flop to the left side. Starting with that tendu. And grab the inside and lift up. Making sure that we keep our bum nice and tucked and our back nice and long. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing that leg down. All right, now we'll do the same thing in center. And that's where the challenge really comes in, but it's okay if you drop it. You just pick it back up and keep working for it. You'll get it eventually as long as you'd like. So holding in the inside of the heel and lifting up, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bringing that leg down. Let's move to that left side. Tendu that that left leg and grabbing the inside of the foot and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Always remember that you have 2 legs to think about. Can you do your right side for me, Audrey? So as you're lifting one leg, you need to really think of pushing the other leg down into the floor to help keep you from doing all those wobbles while you're pulling this leg up, not just with your arms, but your tummy muscles. Good job. Shake it out. All right, guys, we've come to that part of class where we're going to do some fun freeze dance improv. I'm going to play some music. You can do any steps you want, and just have a lot of fun. Maybe have your mom and your dad join in with you. I'm gonna play some music and Audrey's gonna improv. Here we go, ready? Music's on. And when I stop the music, remember to strike a pose. All right, good job, you guys. Hope you guys are having so much fun at home with your families. I know this is such a crazy time for everybody, but have lots of fun. Make some memories with everybody. Practice your dance, and don't forget to follow the band app to learn some new choreography. I'm going to be posting this weekend for our recital dance, just a little bit, just to learn as we go. And I will see you next week. All right, good job.